How's it going, gamers? Chongo here, and today I've got a gameplay commentary for you guys. The gameplay is of Counter-Strike Global Offensive on the PC. I've recently started playing this game again and have been having some fun with it, and today's commentary topic is going to be about the Steam machines versus next-gen consoles. So let's get into it. So for those of you that don't know, Valve came out and announced the Steam machines recently, and basically it's what everyone rumored was the Steam box for about a year now. So it's a really cool concept. It's basically like an upgradable PC kind of console thing that you have in your living room. It's kind of a very interesting concept, and I think it may take off, and if it does, it's probably going to completely destroy PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. The only problem is it needs to take off first to get to that point, obviously. It can't just be released and it's going to be really awesome. It's really going to depend on how many people pick this up, how many games are on the Steam machine or the Steam OS, and all that kind of thing. Although one strong thing Steam machines do have going for them is there are many different manufacturers building Steam machines, so hopefully this is going to mean there's going to be obviously some really expensive ones that are going to be really top of the range, you know, best graphics card available kind of thing, and then there's going to be some, you know, cheaper ones that are obviously going to still play games very well. It's just they probably won't last as long, and you're going to need to upgrade those cards later on down the track. So I do think the Steam machines will sell quite well when they are launched next year, and the only problem with that is I can't really tell whether they will outsell or, you know, sell well compared to the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, or the Wii U, because those consoles available, you know, the Wii U's available now, but Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 would have already been out by the time Steam machines come out, so it doesn't really work as well. I don't think people are going to outweight new consoles, or the market who, you know, wants to buy something right now and use it in their living room. I don't think they're going to wait past the PlayStation 4 or wait past the Xbox One for the Steam machine unless they're already, you know, confirmed that they're going to get it, which I suppose there probably is some people right now who are definitely going to get the Steam machine. I don't personally think I will, because I'm just mainly a PC gamer. I'd prefer to keep it on my PC, which doesn't really matter because I could just use the Steam OS and play all the games on the Steam machine anyway. It also depends on how much support the Steam OS and the Steam machine gets, like game-wise obviously. So if these games are looking really good, so to take for example Assassin's Creed 5 coming out next year or something along those lines, if that looks really good on the higher end Steam machines, or maybe not even higher end, maybe the mid-range, you know, cost $100 more than the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, but it looks amazing, people may say, hey, look at that looks absolutely amazing, even more so than what I knew next gen could look like. So they might, you know, reel some people in that way, and people might think, well, stuff the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 waiting for these, you know, titles to be released exactly for the system. I'm going to go get a Steam machine where obviously there's going to be a lot more indie friendly games and a lot more game releases, because Steam in general does have more releases than consoles, because it's a lot easier to make a game for PC than it is to, you know, try and market for a console and go through verification and everything like that. I also think it's very interesting that Valve has chosen to launch these consoles next year instead of working quite hard to get them out this year. Maybe they're not ready, or maybe this is part of their plan all along. Maybe they want, you know, the next gen hype to be, you know, simmer down, and some people are realizing that they maybe wish they didn't buy a next-gen console or something along those lines, and then they see a Steam machine that looks really good and then they pick it up. But I think it would be very different if Steam machines were launched this year. Maybe they'd have more of a chance, because, I mean, if you got to see, you know, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Steam machine that had, you know, this massive catalog of games that could work really well. The only problem with that is it is using Steam OS at the moment, so we're not really sure how many games are going to run on that at the moment, and I suppose more of that will be released later. But if they could have a massive back catalog of just Steam games, maybe some people would look at this catalog of games and say, hey, I've always wanted a gaming PC, but I've never been able to build one, or I'm not sure where to start. Now there's a machine that does it all for me. But I guess we will just have to wait and see to, you know, see how well these machines do, and if they will, you know, impact PlayStation 4 or Xbox One or any other next-gen console in any way at all, or if, you know, they'll just kind of sit there and maybe not sell that well. But I do think it might work quite well, just because you have more choice when you go to buy a Steam machine. Like I said before, when you go to buy a PlayStation 4, you get a PlayStation 4. That's it. You don't get anything else. You get an Xbox One, get a PlayStation 4, get a Wii U. This you can change, you can upgrade, you can mod it, you can do whatever you want. And I think that appeals to people quite a lot now when we're getting all these closed off systems, and people can see something like, hey, that's cool, I can do what I want with this software or this machine. So I don't know. I think some people might be intrigued by the fact that you could do what you want with this. It's yours. You can go and do, you know, anything. Anyway, this brings me out of my commentary on Steam machines versus next-gen consoles. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like, and if you've got any comments on Steam machines or anything like that, put it down below, and if you want to join the Gamerhood, just subscribe. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.